Hello, welcome back. Jimmy Swaggart's name has long been tied to gospel music, preaching, and decades of ministry influence, but according to his wife Frances, there was a hidden side to his journey that few people knew about. She recently revealed the 6 gospel singers that her husband cherished the most, and the list not only reflects his musical taste but also his spiritual anchors throughout his life. These were not just casual preferences, they were artists whose music shaped his ministry, comforted him in private, and reminded him of the purpose behind his calling. The first singer Frances mentioned was Andraé Crouch, often called the father of modern gospel music. Jimmy admired how Crouch merged traditional gospel with contemporary sounds, making the message relatable to younger audiences. He was drawn to the deep emotion in Crouch's songs, often listening to them in solitude at night while reflecting on his ministry and praying quietly. Frances explained that these moments gave him spiritual renewal when the weight of leadership pressed heavily. Shirley Caesar was the second singer on Frances's list, widely celebrated as the First Lady of Gospel. Jimmy appreciated her raw power, her ability to command an audience, and her authentic passion. Caesar's performances reminded him that ministry was not just about speaking words but about stirring hearts. Frances even revealed that Jimmy sometimes mimicked her vocal techniques during practice, not as imitation but as inspiration to bring that same fire and sincerity to his sermons and songs. The third singer who deeply influenced Jimmy was Dottie Rambo, known for her lyrical brilliance and ability to weave profound theology into song. Her music wasn't background entertainment for Jimmy, it became a spiritual guide. Frances recalled nights when he would sit alone after demanding days, listening to Rambo's songs as if they were prayers that steadied his soul. Her lyrics reminded him why he entered ministry in the first place and gave him clarity during difficult crossroads. Next on the list was Albertina Walker, the Queen of Gospel. Jimmy admired her leadership, especially in how she directed choirs with both authority and humility. Her commanding performances taught him about guiding people in worship while remaining deeply authentic. Frances said that Jimmy studied her phrasing and delivery closely, applying lessons of unity, energy, and devotion to his own ministry. She was more than a singer to him, she was an example of how gospel music could both teach and uplift. The fifth singer that meant a great deal to Jimmy was Vicki Yohe. Frances described her music as prayers wrapped in melody, songs that transported Jimmy into a sacred space away from public life. Listening to her voice gave him moments of calm reflection, where he could meditate on his sermons and personal journey without distraction. In those private sessions, her songs became a refuge, offering him strength when he needed spiritual renewal the most. Finally, Frances revealed Rance Allen as the 6th singer on Jimmy's list. Allen was known for his soulful, innovative style, but what captivated Jimmy was his undeniable sincerity. Every note Allen sang carried conviction, and that authenticity resonated deeply with Jimmy's own values and ministry. Frances shared that during times of doubt or criticism, Allen's music reassured her husband and reminded him of the power of genuine faith. His voice became a quiet but powerful companion in Jimmy's leadership. When taken together, the 6 singers reveal more than personal favorites, they represent a map of Jimmy Swaggart's spiritual life. From Crouch's innovation, Caesar's passion, Rambo's lyrical theology, Walker's leadership, Yohe's prayerful depth, to Allen's authenticity, each one contributed something lasting to his ministry. Frances's revelation offers a glimpse behind the preacher that millions saw on stage and on television, showing a man who leaned heavily on gospel music not just for inspiration but for survival. For Jimmy, these voices were not only beautiful, they were transformative, teaching him lessons that shaped the way he preached, prayed, and persevered through challenges.